Hello, Matt here. If you've seen my last video, you know I'm building an R50 race car and I want Powerflex bushings on the front control arms. Caster adjusted. And you saw what happened. So you know, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to put, well, kind of a mixed bag, but Powerflex bushings for your front control arms on an R50 or R53 Mini. Now you choose. So basically at this point I have very good Powerflex bushings that came off that car. And this car over there, it has good bushings but stock regular ones, no Powerflex inside. So the plan here is to use these bushings on this car and use these normal bushings to put camber corrected bushings, caster corrected bushings on this car. First things first, we need to remove the bumper. T30, the same on the other side, and then few 8 mils down there. Yeah, weird combination of bolts. On my other car it's different, but yeah, check out which bolts you need and then remove them. This is what you want, because this is what we need to get off. There is a steel tube that's connected to the subframe and is in the way of me dropping the subframe. So I'll also need to remove these. These are 13s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 13s on each side. Remove this off and then we should be able to access that. And then, oh no, wait, I have to first remove this. That's a Phillips head screwdriver thingy, and just flip it 90 degrees. So don't do it with the drill. Oh, like I am. Do as I say, not as I do. Good action, baby. Oh, and there are 10 mil bolts inside here. I'll do that. I'll just try and drop the subframe just a tiny little bit, like I don't know. We'll see how much it goes without me removing everything else, because I want to keep everything. Oh no, wait, I'll definitely have to remove that already also. But yeah, I think I'm good with that. And then all that's left is to drop the subframe about 5 to 10 centimeters and try to undo these control arm thingies. 18 off, and then we'll try and get, I don't know if you can see it up there somewhere. It's a 13 connecting the steering rack to steering column. After we remove that, hopefully we can just undo these three 18s over there. And I think this is a 16 in here. We'll put the jack under there and lower the subframe. I actually managed to get this off the steering quite easily. Don't know how I'll get it back. Also, one more important thing, I'll undo these two 10s just to make sure that this is not, I'll pull it out, so it can go a bit downwards, because I'll be dropping the rack and everything with the subframe, so I don't want to pull out these hoses down there. So 10 mil times 2. There we have it, all the bolts are undone, and now the question is, how low can we go? Will this be enough? I'm guessing probably not. So what the hell is holding on to? Oh, that's the hell it's holding on to. That's about it here. this. Nope. What is it holding on to? We're looking up here. Not the greatest, but still pretty loose. So shouldn't be the thing that's catching. Finally. Remove that. Oh, now I see what's catching. It's the freaking anti-roll bar, which I forgot to disconnect. So I think that's a 16. Let's now take that off, and then we should be good to go. So here's the deal. I have the subframe supported on either side of the jack, and a bit in the middle with the jack. Lower it down as much as possible, because now I'm starting to, as you can see, pull these lines, which I don't want to undo because I'm lazy. But I also have enough space to remove these two 18mm bolts. So let's get them off, and let's get this control arm off the car. Boy, oh boy, those mofos were on tightly. But I did get them unscrewed, and now I'm just crowbarring this other mofo off. And I need two hands for that, so I cannot show you. But yeah, I managed to do it without even removing the ball joint. So I did undo these two nuts, just to make sure, while the date was all firmly up there, to make sure I'll be able to do it. But yeah, didn't possibly even have to do that. And I did have to unplug these two wires in the end. But let's crowbar it all completely off, and then put the Powerflex one in. And there we have it, one control arm rear bushing out. And now I'll show you how to press Powerflex bushings in. But actually I'll be doing that later, because now I have to get this car put back together with the bushings I have. So we have one purple bushing going on the car. So I have this halfway pressed in. I should cover it with grease, but I don't know where my fucking grease is. And this one goes on the control arm. We have that on. Let's put the bushing on. And you can see this needs to go inside the bushing, so it needs to be pressed a tiny bit more. And just grab a bigger hammer. Of course I fucked up. This was supposed to go right in here. There shouldn't be any problems with that. And thankfully it's the front one, which can actually be removed without removing the subframe. Control arm is tightened in place. I have this lifted up, two jacks, this is lifted up. I still need to put this puppy on, but you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can see because there's basically no room. It's kinda it can only go on in one direction, and this should be it. One side is a bit rounded, free or flat, like that. And you can see now it clicked. Now all I need to do is lift the subframe fully up, and then we'll put the 13 bolt and a nut in here, and I think we're basically done. And now for the hard part. It's time to press the rubber part out. Actually, we also need to get this metal collar out. Now, easy way to do this would be with a press, but I don't have a press, and most of the people don't. So we need to figure out something else. Second easiest way would be to, hello Kath, drill out the rubber, cut it out, and then just sozzle through the ring, and you'll get it out easily. But yesterday my sozzle decided to quit on me. So now Well, I'll use a when in doubt, hammer it out technique. Well, it did start to move, so yeah, the problem is I'm not damaging it. When the damaged part gets in, I won't be able to push it out anymore. So we'll try this. Hopefully the hammer doesn't blow in my head. Oh, it did move. This looks like a nice fit. As I said, I came to the damaged part, and now it's stuck. Filed down the edges a bit. Now it's time for heavy artillery. It started to move inwards, but unfortunately it's hard to do this by myself, and I don't have any helpers today. So yeah, this will take a while. I'll come back to you if I make it. Damn it, as soon as I stopped filming, this was the second whack I made. It went all the way in, so hopefully it will get out now. Also, this is 2.5 inch pipe, so you have that, fits perfectly. Basically out, except, yeah, now I need a bigger one of these. Ta-da! When in doubt, hammer it out. Okie doke, this is the left side one. This is how it bolts in. Yes, that's a left side one. Now, I don't want to beat this with a hammer. Alright, nice strong big vise will do it. I don't have that, so I have this small shitty one. But I am kind of making it work like this. Not the smartest way, but I don't care about the vise, so it's not even fixed in place, as you can see. But it is moving. Hopefully we'll get it in soon. Yeah, this will do. Come back to you once I'm done. And there we have it. It's pressed in. I pressed it in as much as I could right here. Then this whole contraption would not fit in there because it's too small. So went with the true and tested. When I'm done, hammer it out. But this time, rubber mallet. A bit of damage here. Nothing serious. Will work. We now build the other one and put it on the car. Oh, and this poly piece, just grease it out and tap it in. This one actually goes in easily. Now we are ready to put it on a car. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, everything is put together. The Mini is riding Powerflex now, and considering the fact that these bushes look disgusting, I mean, they're not that bad, but not great either. And I had 3 Powerflex ones, so I'm glad I decided to save them and use them on this car. If you want to ask me for bolt torque specs, don't, because I don't use torque specs. I always do it by hand. Haven't had a single problem yet. Anyways, this is now done. Hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, share, and make sure to subscribe to see what we do with this car. Anyways, this is it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!